Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. I'm going to give double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim that's out there teach this word in sincerity and truth. And salutations to the females that's out there that's supporting this truth that's getting pushed out across the four corners of the earth. Again, all praise to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Yahawah, which is the Father, who y'all ignorantly call God, and Yahweh Shah, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. All right, I wanted to get into scriptures on about David. It's in 1 Samuel 30, and I'm gonna start from verse 1, and it's just basically just going in about David encouraging himself, but through Yahweh. Okay, so I'm gonna start at verse 1. And it came to pass when David and his men were come to Ziklag on the third day that Amalekites invaded the south at Ziklag and smitten Ziklag and burned it with fire and had taken the women captive that were therein. They slew not any, either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way. So David and his men came to the city, and behold, it was burned with fire, and their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captives. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voice and wept, for they had no more power to weep. And David's two wives were taken captives, Ahinoam, the Jezreelites, and Abigail, the wife of Nabal, the Carmelite. And this is the point right here, verse 6. It says, and David was greatly distressed. Let's look at this word, distressed. In the blue letter, it says, definition is be narrow, figuratively, be in distress, be distressed, be narrow, be strained, be vexed. So you being vexed, being distressed, it was bad times, not just his wives was taken, but those that he was leading, his families was taken too as well. So this caused him to be distressed. So verse 6 again, and David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him. So the people were so upset at him that they wanted to stone him. They wanted to, uh, to kill him. So David was faced with that, as well as just him missing his wives who were taken as well. It says, so spake of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in Yahawah his power. So what did David do? He encouraged himself, but not just encouraged himself by himself. He encouraged himself by going to Yahawah. All right, so that went back to him praying, went back to talking to the Most High. So I'm gonna look up that word, encourage, courage. That's what it takes, man. You gotta be encouraged in it, because it's gonna be times where you don't have a brother to go to. Definitely your old lady, your woman. Only encouragement you may get from that is some sex. So you gotta be encouraged by the Most High. That's where you're gonna get your encouragement from. So let's look at this word encourage, and this is what he received from the Most High. He was encouraged. Well, it's important just to seek his face. Primitive root to fasten upon. Hence, the seeds be strong. I got something that just stood out. I mean, you can look it over yourself. To be strong, strengthen, pure, help, repair. So the Most High helped repair him. He was going through it to restrain, because I'm sure he wanted to kill the people talking about killing him. I'm sure he was like, shoot out. He had to restrain himself. And they take that when we in his truth. You got to restrain yourself. You want to kill those that's around you. But he had to restrain himself. So going to the Most High, it helped restrain him, give him aid, make hard. So it strengthened him, made him like a rock, maintain, to play the man. So he had to take that the lead, the head. He had to be the man in this. He had to play the, the head of this whole ordeal that was going on. To be stout, to withstand. So he had to withstand all this, and that's everything that he was able to get when he was encouraged, and when he encouraged himself. And it says in the Lord, His power. So that's what it takes to be encouraged. You need to take that time to go. If it's fasting, praying, getting your scriptures, getting some lessons, because there's lessons being put out all throughout the day. Nothing else, you can go back and check on some too, some older ones. But to be encouraged, because this is just for brothers that's out there that, for me first too, because you don't always have somebody around to go to and to talk to. You got to, David did encourage himself through the Most High. That's where you get your encouragement from. Be blessed if you do get a brother that will be there, get a group that'll be there, or a brother that's there to encourage even if it's a family member. Because I believe he'll use anybody to help encourage you. You need it, but it's times where most of the times I believe he wants you to depend on him and be encouraged